Hello. Hello, greetings everyone. We have some people still coming in. It's very nice to see you all. So welcome to our session at the World Water Week CV 2024 online seminar. This session is entitled Enhancing Climate Resistance Through Community-Based Rainwater Harvesting. Enhancing Climate Resistance by Community-Based Rainwater for Drinking at Pacific Island and Mekong countries. My name is Yunsun Han, and I am from Seoul National University. So across the globe, efforts are intensifying to integrate rainwater practices into our daily lives to address water scarcity and enhance climate resilience. In today's session, we will delve into cases from the Pacific Island and Mekong regions. Today, we are joined by representatives from academia, nonprofit organizations, international institutions, public organizations, national ministries, and also students. Together, we will explore how local communities and its members are engaging in and also benefiting from rainwater school practices. So we have 9 presentations lined up for today, followed by a discussion at the end. So I will introduce each presentation in turn, and you are encouraged to ask questions directly to the presenters, either by raising your hand or through sending a message through the chat function. And also please note that some presenters may not be present with us today because of time differences, but if you have questions, we can send them to the presenters via email. And at the very end, we will have a brief discussion and also some more time to ask questions. So thank you very much for joining us. I look forward to a very fruitful session ahead. So the first presenter is Dr. Woo Young Han from Seoul National University. So the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. So my name is Woo Young Han from Seoul National University. Welcome to this session. I have been organizing this session for the last 3 or 4 years, and finally we have this session. Because in 1 hour we have 9 speakers, so I have to reduce time. So I have to reduce my greetings to you, and I will present my video to you. Thank you. Hello, welcome to my talk. My name is Woo Young Han at Seoul National University, Korea, also known as Dr. Rain. My topic today is technical and social innovations in rain school. As you can see from these photos, there are many water challenges in the world. And especially in the Asia-Pacific Island countries, the surface water is polluted, groundwater is depleted, sometimes polluted by heavy metal or salty water. Rainwater is sometimes too much. I would suggest rainwater as a solution. The countries in this region are blessed with plenty of rainwater from the sky, although the distribution is not even. Therefore, they have a wisdom and tradition to collect and use the rainwater, which is rainwater harvesting. However, there are challenges in promotion of rainwater harvesting. First, technically, there are challenges in water quality and water quantity. It's not maintained clean, and there's no water during dry season. Second, socially, there are poor perception about rainwater, and there's no good examples and poor sense of ownership. As a result, it is not convinced and not fully supported and welcomed by international organizations and government. We can solve these problems by technical and social innovations. Technically, we use multiple barrier concept to maintain good water quality. We use nature-based solution to operate in a low cost. And social innovation is we can actively engage the community members. For example, students, we use BTS, B is rain and teacher and student, and Skywater committee. 5 rain schools are in operation in Mekong regions, thanks to the funded by Korea MOFA and Mekong Institute, and it is well accepted in UN Water Action Agenda. Many countries are willing to promote rainwater initiative in their policy. I'm going to show the examples of the 5 rain schools in Mekong country, and this is a summary report of a rain school project funded by Mekong Institute under the name of MKCF 2023. Please enjoy it. Did you enjoy the movie and activity of BTS? I believe there are many similar rain schools in the world with different names like Blue School, Echo School, etc. I hope to combine all the network and make international rain school network. I hope you can cooperate to make the international rain school network. Thank you very much.
So thank you, Dr. Han, for your presentation on innovations in rainwater harvesting and also sharing some best practices in the Mekong region. So our next presenter is from the Health and Environment, WHO, Sally Edwards. We have a video prepared, but would the presenter be presenting her work today directly? Okay, so we will present the video that was prepared beforehand.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are joining us from today. I have been asked to address the critical importance of rainwater harvesting in building resilience in healthcare facilities. Water and sanitation are fundamental human rights and should be accessible in all settings, especially in healthcare facilities where people are most vulnerable. Without sufficient and safely managed water, sanitation, and hygiene in healthcare facilities, we cannot achieve the targets set out in Sustainable Development Goal 3 or 6, which aim to ensure healthy lives and the sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. The World Health Organization recognizes the potential benefit of rainwater harvesting in healthcare facilities, especially in areas where water scarcity is a significant issue. Rainwater harvesting can provide a supplementary water source and can help reduce the demand on municipal water supplies and therefore lower water bills. However, due to the potential contaminants that rainwater can carry when collected, WHO also emphasizes the importance of ensuring that rainwater is properly collected, treated, and stored to make it safe for human consumption and for all other uses in a healthcare facility. Regular monitoring is essential to ensure that the safety of rainwater is met. A joint report by WHO and UNICEF in 2019 revealed that globally, 89% of healthcare facilities use an improved water source, but only 51% of facilities in Vietnam had such sources on their premises. This gap underscores the urgent need for innovative solutions like rainwater harvesting. Since 2016, WHO Vietnam, in collaboration with the Vietnam Health Environment Management Agency, has been promoting WASH in healthcare facilities. One notable initiative is the piloting of the Rainwater-for-Drinking system in Li Nan District Hospital. This project, supported by Seoul National University Sustainable Water Management Center and WHO Vietnam, aimed to provide a sustainable and clean water source for the hospital. The Rainwater-for-Drinking system collects and treats rainwater, ensuring it meets the highest safety standards for drinking water. This system was constructed and installed by Hanoi University of Civil Engineering and has been in operation since October 2019. The success of this system was evident from the very first day, as it provided clean water directly from the tap, eliminating the need for bottled water or boiling water, which saves significant energy and resources. Training on the operation and maintenance of the Rainwater-for-Drinking system was conducted for the hospital staff, ensuring its sustainability. Regular water quality monitoring has shown that the treated rainwater meets all safety standards. The success of the Rainwater-for-Drinking system at the district hospital demonstrates the potential of rainwater harvesting to enhance the resilience of healthcare facilities. It is a model that can be replicated across Vietnam and beyond, provided there is support from donors and development partners. In conclusion, rainwater harvesting is not just a solution for water scarcity. It is a vital component in ensuring the health and well-being of communities, particularly in healthcare settings. Let us continue to support and scale up such initiatives to build a healthier and more resilient future for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the presentation. This presentation introduced a very successful example of rainwater for drinking in healthcare facilities, and I hope to see this model to be replicated in other countries as well. So our next presenter is Mr. Suryan Vichittilkarn from Mekong Institute, who is Executive Director, and the presentation title is Water and Climate Resilience in the Mekong Countries.
Excellencies, colleagues and friends. At the outset, allow me to extend my appreciation and thanks on behalf of Mekong Institute, or MI, to Professor Dr. Han Muyong, or Dr. Rain, for inviting us to join this online seminar. Mekong Institute is an intergovernmental organization established by the 6 Greater Mekong sub-region countries, namely Cambodia, PR China, Laos PDR, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam. MI is mandated to promote capacity development for regional cooperation and integration. MI's strategies are aligned with the GMS Economic Cooperation Program Strategic Framework 2030, ASEAN Community Building, and the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Colleagues and friends, water is life. Ensuring access to water and sanitation for all, as guided by the SDG 6 and its interlinkages with other SDGs, are one of the top development priorities today. Addressing water security in the evolving context of impacts of climate change, demographic shift, urbanization, to name a few, is a multifaceted, which requires broader cooperation and partnership among various stakeholders and sectors. This is by no accident echoed by the World Water Week 2024 themes on bridging borders, water for a peaceful and sustainable future. It is a call for all of us to recognize the regional and global interconnectivity of communities and nations and underscore the collaborative effort needed to achieve a peaceful and sustainable future. Aligned with the global trend, the Mekong sub-region is no different. Addressing water security issues has been one of the top agendas of national policies and sub-regional cooperation mechanisms. One of the prominent Mekong cooperation mechanisms is the Mekong Republic of Korea Cooperation. Following the launch of Mekong ROK Partnership in 2011, the Mekong Republic of Korea Cooperation Fund, or MKCF, was established in 2013. This is to encourage and support cooperation outlined in the Han River Declaration 2011, with MI as the regional coordinator of the fund. Among various priority areas, it is undeniable fact that water and water management remain an important topic. During the 5th call of Mekong Korea Cooperation Fund in 2021, one prominent water project was selected, led by Professor Han Muyong from Seoul National University. The project titled Promotion of Innovative of Rainwater-for-Drinking, or RFD, system as a sustainable water supply was selected. Although the rainwater has been used for drinking purposes throughout human history, scalable solutions have faced with a lot of challenges. Community-based rainwater for drinking, or CBRD, can greatly enhance climate resilience for drinking water supply in rural and underserved areas of developing countries. Through the project implementation, CBRD has demonstrated benefits in responding to multiple SDGs. It encourages strong participation and collaboration with local communities and has been replicated to various communities and locations in the Mekong sub-region. While access to water and sanitation for all will continue to be a forefront agenda, there remains challenges and gaps for improvement and scaling out. The community-based Rain-for-Drinking, or CBRD model, has proven to be a successful case where it has been replicated on the ground. Mekong Institute is privileged to be engaged in the project and co-organizing this seminar. In closing, Mekong Institute extends our invitation for experience sharing and expanding our collaboration and partnership in promoting greater access to water and sanitation for all. In line with this year's themes of the World Water Week 2024, I sincerely hope that the MKCF-funded project on community-based rainwater-for-drinking, or CBRD, could contribute to the collaborative efforts and discussion on expanding partnership to achieve a peaceful and sustainable future. With that, thank you for your kind attention.
Yes, thank you, Executive Director. I agree that the significance of partnership and collaboration cannot be overstated in rainwater for drinking projects. So our next presenter is Dr. Yang Phu, Secretary General of Royal Academy, Cambodia, presenting Rain School Initiative in Cambodia.
Good afternoon, scholar, researcher, professor, faculty member, and students. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Dr. Yang Phu, currently General Secretary of Royal Academy of Cambodia. First of all, I would like to appreciate Professor Moon Jong-han or Dr. Ren, Professor Seoul National University, South Korea, who has been cooperating with Royal Academy of Cambodia since 2018 until now. Through our good relationship, we have applied the project of rainwater for drinking system in school in Cambodia. As a project coordinator for Rain School in Cambodia and leader of the National Research Institute, I strongly support the Rain School Initiative in Cambodia through the international conference online. Today, I am delighted to speak at SIWI's online conference on enhancing climate resilience by community-based rainwater for drinking at Pacific Islands and Mekong country. The conference topic concerns Cambodia's water challenge, such as flooding during rainy season and drought during dry season. It has an important human health, the environment, and socio-economic development in Cambodia and around the world. Furthermore, this needs to be more clean water in capital city of Phnom Penh due to limited water pipeline capacity, increased urbanization, especially during the dry season, in provincial city and in many cities around country. We are our current concern about life outside the capital city. People use traditional methods to collect and store rainwater, but there is no guarantee that the water stored is safe and clean. Despite consideration precipitation during the rain season, there's an adequate harvest and storage infrastructure that could provide water consumption in dry season. Heavy rainstorm may flood and capital city. Many houses have been flooded and there has been damage to the roadway and sewage infrastructure. This increased national budget is spent for rain-related demands. As my message as a co-sponsor, Royal Academy of Cambodia for this conference as below. The potential of rainwater to solve this problem. Rainwater is regarded as water, but should be changed as a resource. In this regard, rain city concept is very creative idea. and my group fully support the idea of Rain School Initiative. I am going to take action to join the Rain School Initiative and Skywater Festival. I hope to cooperate with Pacific Island, Koreans, and Mekong country in the field of rainwater harvest and management. Thank you very much.
So, thank you, Dr. Yang, for sharing the experience in Cambodia. Okay, our next presenter is Minister Tomua Seventini, who is from Tonga. Title of the presentation is Rain School Initiative in Tonga.
My name is Mr. Sevenitini Tomoa. I am the Minister for Infrastructure from Tonga. I'm very happy to be part of this conference and to a presentation on water supply for Tonga. As you may be aware that Tonga has a limited amount of water. Yes, we are. This photo here in Tonga we open the Pacific Island Forum. The opening was done today, this morning, and in the photo, one Minister of Health, Member of Parliament, Director General of WHO in the Pacific, and also the Reserve Bank Governor here in Tonga, and also myself as the Minister of Infrastructure here in Tonga. Okay, the average rainfall in Tonga, as you see in the graph, from 2015 to 2023, you can see a monthly maximum of 163 millimeters and down to a lowest of 49 millimeters in July. The drinking water in Tonga, we got two sources. One is collecting water from the rain into water tanks. The other one is that we have underground water. We have water basins, and we pump that water out and put it on a reticulation system and pipe it to the homes. Yes, there are some issues here in Tonga for the drinking water. As you may be aware that the tsunami happened in January 15, 2022, and a lot of dust have been deposited in the island. This affected the roofing and the collecting system for the water. You know, it affects the quality of the water being collected through the rain. So most of the water used by the people during and after the tsunami were from the groundwater. Fortunately, the groundwater is drinkable, very safe. But for the rainwater, we need to clean the gutters, the drainage, the water collecting system, and also some of the water tanks to be cleaned. You can see from the left the infiltration of the sea into the underground water basins. We have to be very careful of pumping the water up or getting water from underground to make sure that the seawater won't infiltrate the water under within the basin. This photo is the time that John Nanju came to Tonga with her delegation. We met in my office, and it was a very good dialogue. We did manage to have a very fruitful dialogue between herself and her delegation with myself, and also what the mutual benefits that both Korea and also the government of Tonga will get out of this good collaboration working system. We are very happy to continue this fruitful collaboration, and we are looking forward to continue this into the future. Rainwater, as you may see, this is the way to purify them. Some of the work has to be done. We need a lot of systematic way of doing it, which is a cheaper way of doing the purification system. Yes, a lot of dialogue had been done through different ministries. You can tell this is the CEO, Chief Executive Officer for the Ministry of Education in Tonga, and his colleagues. And I think a lot of dialogues, because these water tanks have been erected, helped out to the government primary school, government middle schools. Yes, some of these photos are from the ministry. It's my ministry, the Ministry of Infrastructure. There are some of our colleagues that helped install these drinking water tanks. As mentioned before, we are very happy. We are very thankful for this organization, and also the Korean government for giving us these water tanks. Yes, you can see the design, some of the system, the catchment area for the GPS government primary school, Long Long, or middle school. Someone has to work out exactly how much water catchment area so that we have the optimum number of water tanks to be installed. You can tell that the rainwater collecting surface or the catchment area, 330 meters squared. There are about 350 students, 20 teachers. We need at least 2 water tanks in this school, and the more rainwater collected tanks, the better it is for the school. And of course, the school has groundwater and rainwater combination water supply. As you can see, we need to have a concrete foundation so that the water tank will be leveled and stabilized. And also we do the plumbing works. The plumbing works need a lot of tedious works. They have to be workable and also to be easily maintained if anything happens. But you can see the construction period is 5 days. An opening ceremony with the schools took place. You can see at the bottom left corner is the Member of Parliament for Tongatapu constituency number 1 that help out with the leader of with the professor, with the leader of this project. They were doing the official opening and cutting of the ribbons and making sure that these water tanks are available. You can see the students are very happy to have this water system. We can have a sink for drinking and also for washing. You can see a automatic water pump and also the tanks. Yes, a lot of public awareness, consultation with the public through media, informing the public what's this proposal, what's this help, the benefit of the people of Tonga, and also a public press release done by the ministry so that we can have the visibility, making the people know about this project. This is a very, very important project. And as mentioned before with my presentation, that we need this collaboration to continue on and make sure that more water tanks to be supplied to the Kingdom of Tonga. As you can see, Tonga Island, the main island, Tongatapu, this is the rainwater initiative in Tonga. You can tell they supplied and installed 4 water tanks to these places, to these schools, and they are benefited from the help, and some of the kids should be able to drink the water. And thank you for your attention, and I'm very happy to continue on this dialogue with the government of Korea and also the delegation that came over to Tonga. My name
So thank you, Minister, for providing a description of the water situation in Tonga. The efforts of the Ministry of Infrastructure to implement rainwater systems are truly commendable. So our next presenter is Ms. Lydia Ye from Solomon Islands. Ms. Ye is council member of Honiara.
Hi, I'm Lydia, YEO, a Honiara City Council member of Solomon Islands. Also, as a chairman of the School Foundation, I have been educating children at the school site for 30 years. All Solomon schools desperately need rainwater harvesting system. Because this is an island country, underground water is unhealthy due to lime, and it is too expensive due to rising sea levels. Many schools are often closed due to lack of drinking water and toilet water, especially when it doesn't rain for a long time. Although Solomonians are becoming more aware that rainwater is better, the cost of rainwater harvesting facilities is a real problem. So, most commoners have no choice but to dig a well next to the river and drink it or drink it. It has already been 13 years since Professor Han Moo Young of Seoul National University made the school's rainwater harvesting system in 2012. It is still a grateful rainwater system that helps students with their drinking water problems, but it is ridiculously insufficient for 500 students, so it is used only for drinking water. As soon as the children come to school, they are collecting water to drink first. The rainwater harvesting facility that the National Assembly of Korea constructed at the Rove Health Center in August 2019 is also well used by patients and health center staff, as well as local residents. In particular, I am very impressed by the realization that clean water is the most important for health at the health center, and that it can be supplied with rainwater on its own. So in Solomon, rainwater harvesting facilities are desperately needed for the health and future of its people and children. Rainwater projects for schools and communities need to be directed to promote the importance of rainwater, encourage sustainable water management methods, and strengthen communities in the long run through installation, monitoring, education, and environmental awareness. I look forward to your much interest and participation. I hope that the Rain School initiative proposed from Korea as the UN Water Action Agenda will start from the city of Honiara and spread to the entire Solomon Islands, and then to the Pacific Islands. Currently, there are 1,708 schools and nurseries in Solomon Islands that educate students. From all these schools and nurseries, we need to build rainwater harvesting facilities and engage students to take the curriculum and learn how to use rainwater as a way to respond to the climate crisis. As a member of the Honiara City Council, I would like to take the lead in doing this by proposing to the government. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Yes, thank you very much for the presentation in Solomon Islands. The schools and health centers seem to be at the forefront of educating the importance of rainwater harvesting. Our next presenter is Dr. Soka Sheng, who is from Cambodia. The presentation title is Build 1,000 Rain Schools in Cambodia.
Water, sanitation and hygiene facilities and services in schools are vital in improving the student health and academic performance. However, water in schools facilities in Cambodia are adequate in resulting to preventable disease such as diarrhea, worm, dental caries in children. They have the negative impact on the students' academic performance, well-being, and social economies. The increasing attention on sustainable development, the National School Health Policy, National Action Plan on School Health 2020 to 2030, and Minimum Requirement Guidelines on Wash, Sanitation, and Hygiene in Schools was approved. To support the WINS program, Wash and Sanitation and Hygiene program, the Ministry of Economic Finance gives about 14 million Rials per school to build the wash facilities. With the implementation of the minimum requirement guidelines, it helps to improve water and sanitation hygiene facilities and services, and also to prevent the child, her, and reduce the school absenteeism. Thank you.
So thank you very much. That was Dr. Seng from Ministry of Education, Youth and Sports in Cambodia. So our next presentation is by Ms. Suna Kim, a PhD student at Seoul National University. Presentation
Greetings.
title is Impact of Rainwater Activities on Educational and Social Dynamics at
My name is Hana Kim, currently a PhD student at the Department of Social Welfare, Seoul National University, and I'm delighted to share my latest qualitative fieldwork on the impact of rainwater activities on educational and social dynamics at a rain school in Vietnam. In my short presentation, I will focus on explaining our case and results, highlighting important insights that reveal how this rain school addresses the climate crisis through student-led innovation in a sustainable manner. We are all very aware of the importance of rainwater harvesting and how the system works. However, this research specifically focuses on the concept of rain schools and the significance of reducing misconceptions about rainwater. It also explores how micro-ODA supports technical and social innovations within schools to address climate issues. As the phrase rain school suggests, the system promotes innovative solutions through student-led activities. And today I'll be sharing a case study from the Nguyen Minh Kem School in Ha Long City, Vietnam. The MBK school is located over 2 hours away from the nearest large city, Hanoi. It is situated in a relatively rural and expansive area near the coast, where I was greeted with lots of fog and rain during my fieldwork. We had two primary research objectives. First, our aim was to examine how micro-ODA is being utilized in a school setting to effectively leverage local resources for creating a sustainable rainwater harvesting system. We wanted to evaluate and identify the strength and areas for improvement of rain school to guide future ODA efforts. And secondly, we focused on analyzing student development through their participation in the rain school program. We observed improvements in their academic skills, communication abilities, and leadership qualities, as well as their motivation and engagement in rainwater-related activities. So upon my arrival, the students took me on a tour of the school, focusing on the rainwater facilities. They demonstrated their daily activities, such as checking the pH level of rainwater to ensure its drinkability. And they explained how they use rainwater for watering plants and flowers, as well as in the school cafeteria and cafe. The students also shared many enjoyable moments, describing how much they appreciated interacting with other rain schools in the Mekong area. They discussed their experiences working with these schools, highlighting how these interactions motivate them to work harder, learn more, and hope for a better future, with particular focus in addressing the climate crisis in Vietnam. Using thematic analysis, I conducted interviews with students and teachers, either one-to-one or in focus groups, to understand their experiences as members of BITS, which is the group associated with Rain School. In total, there were 13 participants, including students from various levels of secondary school and 2 teachers. To ensure confidentiality, all participant data was organized with full anonymity. From our interviews, we identified a recurring theme throughout consistent and repetitive responses. When we then thematically organize this into what we call SMART, an acronym for sustainability, mobilization, motivation, accessibility, relationship, and technology. Each of these represents specific qualities such as governance, active involvement, ease of participation and replication, local and global relationships, and scientific knowledge. We then allocated interview content based on specific keywords. For sustainability, we focus on being environmentally conscious, the impact on the environment and community, and reallocating resources. Mobilization and mobility centered on responsibility, leadership, active roles, empowerment, and participation. Then accessibility involves sharing with family members or other students and ensuring accessibility for all students. Relationship included connections with classmates, other schools, global organization, network expansion, local community, and collaboration. Lastly, technology covered technical skills and knowledge, which is advanced rainwater harvesting system and practical learning experiences. To conclude, I'd like to highlight several key points, which is first, sustainability has shown that students and families can be environmentally conscious by transforming rainwater into a valuable resource. This promotes long-term sustainable practices. Second, high student motivation and active involvement demonstrate leadership and responsibility toward environmental conservation. Third, rain school systems are replicable, encouraging widespread community engagement and knowledge sharing through social media and peer networks. Then fourth, the initiatives strengthen local and global connections, fostering collaboration with classmates, other schools, and global connections. Finally, the hands-on experiences in science and engineering enhance technical skills and knowledge of rainwater harvesting systems and environmental management. These projects, I believe, are essential for future development, which underscores students' crucial roles in addressing the climate crisis through effective rainwater management and active participation. And this concludes my presentation. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Ms. Kim, for sharing your fieldwork experience in MBK Vietnam, which is one of the most active educational sites where rainwater harvesting knowledge is integrated into education and led by local school. So our final presenter is Dr. Khoe Do, Professor of Department of International Relations in Vietnam National University, Ho Chi Minh, with a very beautiful title, Small is Beautiful, Rain School Model as a Groundbreaking Local Micro ODA.
Hello, everyone. My name is Khoe Do. I'm teaching international relations at Vietnam National University in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. In today's presentation, I'll assess Rain School from a political science standpoint, arguing that it is a brand new and innovative type of ODA that worth the attention and investment from governments, organizations, and other agencies worldwide. In doing so, I will link ODA and the Rain School model before concluding that Rain School is a groundbreaking local micro ODA. To begin with, the ODA that we know is a type of foreign aid, mostly in the forms of grants or soft loans, to promote the economic development and the welfare of the people in poor countries. It is undertaken by the official sector. In short, it is aid that governments of richer countries give to poorer ones. With all of its limitations and a huge dark side, I don't think I have to spend more time on it. When it comes to the Rain School model, you may have heard from previous presentations that this is a project financially supported by the South Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs. For definition, Rain School is an institution of general education located in a rural area where an innovative rainwater-for-drinking RFD system is built with its member deep understanding and of the vital role and value of rainwater. So far, 5 pilot Rain Schools were established across the Mekong countries based on the idea of educational institution fight climate change through rainwater solution. So we all agree that this is one type of ODA, or you could even specify it as climate or environmental ODA. But what I find unique and groundbreaking in this Rain School model is local and micro characteristics. On the local aspect, it means a deep understanding and appreciation of the local conditions and people. And on the micro aspect, it treasures and advocates for micro, small approach when implementing ODA. And I'd like to borrow from an economist, Schumacher, the idea that small is beautiful as the title of his legendary book. In this very economic textbook, he suggests small, appropriate technologies and policies as a superior alternative to the mainstream ethos of bigger is better. But you may wonder, how much local is this model? My answer for you is that very local. The model takes rural schools as its core actors. Compared to highly globalized and modernized big cities, the rural areas are where the traditions are reserved and mobility is relatively limited. And instead of coming to university, which are usually located in big cities, and whose students come from different places, the project focused wholeheartedly on schools whose members are mostly the locals, meaning they're strongly rooted and highly connected. Then it is the local workforce and resources to implement the project and monitor the results in the long run. I'd like to raise a very small example here. On the screen, you will see the RFD system in each country. So whereas the Laos system looks pretty similar to the Vietnamese one, the Cambodian system looks very different. So even though the RFD system is pre-designed, when it comes to each school and country and community, it varies. So same original design, but the final result all depends on the local conditions and people. Then, based on their own experience and indigenous knowledge, the locals then sustain and innovate such results to resolve their own local problems. Last but not least is local culture. The project develops and promotes various follow-up activities and even make a rain dance. Yet you can see each school or culture is organized those activities and remake the dance differently, incorporating the unique cultural aspect of their community. Last but not least, if small is beautiful, then how small or how micro is this model? I would say very small. This ODA goes down into the school level, so the main beneficiary of it is the school community. Moreover, two key inventions of the project, also the two pillars of a rain school, BTS and the Sky Water Committee, the operating group and the advisory group, show that this ODA targets the individuals, or in other words, it reaches to each member of the school community. And so you can argue that instead of being a top-down model and process like the traditional or general ODA, Rain School is a kind of bottom-up design and approach. To conclude, Rain School model is a brand new, groundbreaking form of what I term as local micro ODA that should definitely be expanded and scaled up all over the world. Moreover, it inspires us to continue finding local solutions to the global challenges and reminds us that while we think big and think globally, we should act small and act locally. For bigger is not always better, but small is always beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Do, for introducing the Rain School model and also explaining how well it serves as an ideal model for local micro ODA initiatives. So that is the end of our presentations, but we have two speakers in our discussion. First is Dr. Kim Rok-ho, former Unit Head of Methods and Standards and Science Division, WHO.
Hi, thank you very much. I just turned on the video and microphone. I wonder why it's a bit too dark. Sorry. I think I have to continue. Yeah, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to reflect on the importance of our work presented at the seminar from global perspective of sustainable development goals and climate action. As we confront the escalating impacts of climate change, one critical strategy that has emerged as both practical and impactful is the implementation of rainwater harvest systems, as was presented by excellent speakers just now, today. This approach is building climate resilience by ensuring water security and safeguarding the livelihood of those most at risk. Rainwater harvesting, at its core, is the practice of capturing and storing rainwater for daily use. In regions where water scarcity is becoming an increasing concern due to irregular rainfall patterns, this system offers a lifeline. It enables communities to collect and store water during periods of rainfall, which can then be utilized during dry spells or daily life, ensuring a continuous supply of this vital resource. This not only enhances water security, but also reduces the pressure on already stressed groundwater and municipal water facilities. For vulnerable communities, particularly those in arid and semi-arid regions like Pacific Islands and Mekong countries, rainwater harvesting represents an excellent adaptive measure that directly addresses the challenges posed by climate variability. By relying on locally sourced water, these communities can reduce their dependence on external and often unreliable water sources. This self-reliance and autonomy is crucial during extreme weather events such as droughts, heat waves, when traditional water supply system may fail. Importantly, rainwater harvesting is not only about resilience, it is also about empowerment. It equips communities with the means to manage their water resource sustainably, fostering a sense of ownership and stewardship over local natural resources. This empowerment is especially vital in the context of climate change, where the ability to adapt and respond to environmental shifts is increasingly becoming a matter of survival. In conclusion, as we continue to explore the implementation strategies for climate resilience, rainwater harvesting stands out as an essential, cost-effective, and sustainable solution. It aligns with the broader goals of Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, including universal health coverage, environmental sustainability, social equity, and community empowerment. By investing in and promoting the widespread adoption of rainwater harvesting systems in vulnerable communities around the world, we can help ensure that vulnerable communities not only survive, but thrive in the face of climate change. So, big congratulations to Professor Han and the team for the impressive demonstration of technical, social, and political feasibility and acceptance. I hope that the United Nations will adopt an international instrument and funds supporting the adoption of rainwater harvest approach in vulnerable communities around the world in the coming years. Thank you again for giving me the opportunity to reflect on the importance of rainwater harvest system from global perspective. Thank you.
So thank you very much. Unfortunately, we only have 1 minute left. Ambassador Hong Jae-im, may we have a short but meaningful comment from you?
I'm sorry.
Just 1 minute. By the way, thank you, Madam Moderator, for giving me the floor. And I understand the time is very much quickly clicking towards conclusion. I will be brief. However, I want to say something about this subject. First, I am Im Hong Jae, as introduced, the former Korean ambassador to Vietnam, and now serving at SNU as a visiting researcher, advising Professor Han Woo-young for his Rainwater-for-Drinking project in the monsoon region. Rainwater is recognized as directly related to the current climate crisis, especially the phenomena of flood and drought. It, however, has been receiving less attention among water management practices or even ignored, considering that the rainwater management can be a most viable local action in addressing the climate crisis. Creation and dissemination of awareness on the importance of rainwater should be vigorously pursued. First, youth, the subject of our future, can and should play an important role. In this regard, Professor Han Woo-young's Rain School Initiative has created awareness of youth about the importance of rainwater. The RSI can be highly effective when it is consulted with the community. The cases of community-based rainwater for drinking in Vietnam, Cambodia, and the Pacific Island countries provide assuring testimony to this. Moreover, action by international organizations, as briefly mentioned by Dr. Kim, including inter alia, the United Nations, on rainwater for drinking, will enhance awareness and dissemination on it regionally as well as globally. Adoption by the UN General Assembly of a resolution on rainwater for drinking is strongly called for to this. And after having heard, I have just one comment I want to add. As we heard during the meeting, rainwater collection and use may be small but simple local action in addressing the climate crisis. It has incredible impact. And so rainwater-related activities should be further replicated and expanded, as mentioned during the meeting, particularly by Dr. Kim. I thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope we have more time, but unfortunately time is up. But I believe that this online seminar was very meaningful. Definitely partnerships across regions seem to be essential for success, but it is also very important to recognize and address the unique needs of each local area. I hope that this online seminar can serve as a catalyst for connecting diverse parties from around the world who share the same interests and acknowledge the importance of utilizing rainwater. So thank you very much, everyone who participated. And also, due to shortage of time, we will stop. But if you have further questions, please send email to Professor Woo-young Han, and he sent his email address through chatting system. So thank you very much, everyone. I hope you have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning. Bye-bye.